You don't need me to tell you that this is a weird year. In quarter one, I waited until week 5 to submit grades because I wanted to give students second, third, fourth, fifth chances, sent messages home, pleaded, please, come on, engage, do something. And it wasn't until that 5th week when I dropped D's on all the students who weren't doing anything that a significant number of them started working. So rather than repeating the futility of writing home and recording these videos imploring you to work, I'm going to submit grades on Monday. And I need to tell you, if you have been asking me questions in your responses to these missions where you're submitting blog posts. Remember, all of your submissions are right here in the blog. And I have glanced at them and I have seen, as my eyes flow through the responses, I've seen questions. I want to approach grades on Monday with a clear mind. So if you've asked a question there that you need an answer to, send me an email. I respond to each and every email that students send. Don't ask vague questions. You need to be specific. Scotchko, I don't understand what we're supposed to do. That is completely, let me phrase this a different way. Well, if you don't understand what you're supposed to do, perhaps you should start with the Start Here mission and then review that initial video I made that I sent home before the class began. And then after the Start Here, you could catch up on the daily missions and then work down these missions. Let me explain what these columns are about. This first column is where I do my teacher thing, where I try to nudge the class. We have 3 classes, first, second, third, and fourth year students, trying to keep everybody on an even keel so you understand what's going on, what problems I see, how I'm trying to intervene in preventing students from going off the rails. So listening to these daily missions is pretty darn important. Number 2, the second column here. This is how the classroom works. That's what I mean by operating system. And as far as upgrade your expectations is, we do things differently in here. Really? I didn't know that, even though these are green. If you're not paying attention to these missions, if you're not looking at the nested mission, if you're still asking me about due dates, you're not paying attention. Work your way through this, understanding this is how the classroom works. Now, this third column, this is where we produce digital art. And yes, there are some longer missions here that take you, oh my goodness, that took a half hour. Seriously? You guys, I understand some of these take 5 minutes. 6 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever it is. Yeah, some of these missions will take longer, public domain. And Adobe ID, today I had a student who did that in class. Yeah. I'm trying to help you avoid that, but if you won't pay attention to the videos and follow the instructions, there's not much I can do. Now, I've also talked about second, third, fourth year students, incredible first year students who have something that can convince me to let you embark on a passion project. If I can keep this open right here. I'm willing to listen. But meanwhile, let's take care of business. And as far as this fourth column goes, we'll get to that. I have not opened this on purpose because this is all pay to play. That's right. You're going to pay credits. What's this? 500 credits. How many do you have? You're going to pay credits in order to access these missions. And I've kept them closed because, hey, you're poor. You can't afford it. I don't want you to see the menu yet. One day you'll go to a restaurant that has a menu without prices. I have never been to one of those restaurants. And, the idea is if you have to ask, you can't afford it. And that's one of the reasons I've never been to one of those restaurants. So if I'm going to give you one piece of advice, if you have really not paid attention, I watched a student in class listening to music while my videos played. I can tell you there's very little chance that student understood what it is I was saying. And I'm adding this to this mission because I want that student to understand I saw, and I realize that you're used to music playing while you work, not while you listen to videos. Do some studying on fMRIs and attention switching rather than multitasking, because multitasking is a myth for 99+% of humans. So, today, Thursday, October 15th, I implore you, it's not too late. If you kind of blew through this without paying attention, repeat it. Oh, I don't want to do that. I already did those. If you don't have a grounding in the fundamentals of this class, you will not succeed. Period. And I say that based on the experience of watching students march through the Mac Lab since 2002. And in all those years, I have taught via video. Look at the walls, or look at our gallery. That's not in there? I'll put it in here. I'll add the gallery here right now. It's in the email I sent home. I want you guys to understand we do amazing work in here, but it's only the students who pay attention who do the amazing work. Join us.